Hello guys, Dead Spikes here. Today I am making you a Mayhem 10 viable build. It's taking me a while to make this because I wanted to make sure I feel a little bit confident in what I was doing. If you've never watched one of my build videos before, I will be trying to showcase some gameplay to persuade you to want to use the build, and then I will be going over a very in-depth guide on why I am using every attribute of this build that I am. If you have not yet, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hey guys, I'm stopping the video real quick just to show you this quick little thing. Now people are going crazy and so many people are doing this, so I need to get this out to you guys. It is pretty awesome, this thing that I set up. I'm so glad I was able to repay my viewers with a really awesome contribution. It is my point system. So I set up a point system in my stream. When you're watching me, you accumulate points. While accumulating points, you can use these points to buy certain things. They're called channel points. You see this little icon down here, little circle, and it says channel points. You click on it, it'll tell you everything you can do with your channel points, and one of them is right here, and it says buy any piece of gear off of Dead Spikes. It's pretty awesome. Now that we are able to send from PC to console, I can send you guys gear. Says if you buy this, he will send you any piece of gear of your choice that he has, and yes, he can send to every console. So yes, straight up, if you're hanging out in my stream and you accumulate 5,000 points, which are free, you don't need to pay at all for these 5,000 points. It's free. You literally just need to hang out in the stream. You can buy this and boom, I'll send you any god roll you want that I own. Let's get into the video. All right, let's showcase this build at this part of the proving ground. Let's see what's going on here. We got a redistributor like the good old days, just absolutely shredding the enemies. Still AoE killing pretty decently. I'm not the biggest fan of the redistributor anymore, but it does do a lot of damage, which is nice. Got some Nogs over here. Let's take them out. All right, we got these armored enemies. Just delete them with our redistributor as well. Doing a pretty good job. As long as we keep moving, we got that damage rolling with us. I'm liking this build so far. Just keep that death away from us. We do not want to die. Just chain kill some more stuff here. Another death right there. Death follows close, guys. Death follows close. Took him out. All right. Let's keep shooting these ads with these redistributors. We have another death right behind us. What is up, my man? What's going on? Hopefully we spawn a few. A lot less of these. There has been a lot already in this little section. Don't normally spawn that bad to be a pester. These cartel enemies are nice. Showcase a little bit more of our damage output. Holy crap, 2 more deaths just right there. That's awesome. But our Sandhawk will just get us back up extremely fast to not have to worry about anything at all. Cartel thugs, just shoot right through them. A Nog, let's just delete him with this Sandhawk here. Yeah, see? Didn't even have to hit his crit spot. The Nog just didn't exist to begin with. Completely decimated. Use our redistributor just to destroy that guy. Take out this cartel thug as well. Bang, bang, bang. Shazam. We got a few enemies back here that looks like I did just run right past. Well, I saw the mech spawn, so I just wanted to move on. I figured we were done over here. All right, Death. You need to chill, buddy. 2 of them again. Need to get our ammo back here. We're just gonna rocket boot the ground quick. Quite strange that death is on the radar. Not sure why that's a thing, you know. I mean, it's nice because you kind of have a general idea where he's at. I kind of wish they had a despawn feature after a little bit, though. I'm sure they do, but it's not very fast. Ooh, he's trying to drop that little Tempest on me. That's what I like to call it. I'm just gonna deny it. We're gonna land another rocket boot here. We are running out of Sandhawk ammo. All right, let's redistribute some of these guys out. Makes Mayhem 10 look like nothing. All right, that's that little section right there. Let's show some boss kills. All right, we need a few boss kills in here, so let's go hit up our boy Tron. See how he's doing. There we go. Let's hit him up again. All right, we spawned back in. Hello, let's do it again. With this build, you can still boss kill while being able to ad clear pretty decently. I mean, look at that damage. I mean, sure, it's mostly the yellow cake, but still possible to boss farm on Mayhem 10 while being able to do things like the takedown and slaughter shaft over this. So let's go over the build. All right, guys, time to go over an in-depth guide of this build. So we're gonna start with the loadout, and then we will go over the skill tree. First off, we have the Sandhawk. I have a Radiation Sandhawk with Cryo Sentinel. This is not a god rolled Sandhawk by far, but it is still a pretty decent one. I do suggest looking for a Radiation one. The reason you run Radiation with Cryo is because it is neutral or higher on shield, armor, and health. With those two elements together, which is pretty nice. It means you can handle all different health bar types. Now with the Sandhawk, you do kind of want to look for the semi-auto version. I was running the fully auto version, which is fine too. Burns through ammo faster. So if you don't want to burn through as much ammo, try to get a semi-auto. Otherwise, the fully auto is fine. Try to get your hands on a Radiation one. It's not too bad of a farm to kill Katagawa Jr. after you figure out how to one-shot. But this weapon is extremely good at killing single targets. Next, we have the redistributor because it is Zane's weapon. Zane owns the redistributor. It is his weapon. It's extremely difficult to get. I highly recommend you try to trade for it. If you can't trade for it, then it's going to take you a few weeks to grind out. Okay, this is probably the hardest weapon in the game to drop. So I wish you guys the best of luck, but it is extremely good on Zane. And this is what a Mayhem 10 looks like right here. Next, I have the lob. I'm using the corrosive one, which is pretty good for this slot. I would run a corrosive lob. It's very nice for just slow moving armor based enemies. I like it for the invulnerability drones a lot. The buddy system, the lob does a pretty good job of that. That's mostly what I use it for. A few armor based enemies here and there. The yellow cake, I normally do use the Cryo Sentinel, but I put this one on for bossing. There we go. A Cryo Sentinel yellow cake. This is for maybe if there's a lot of enemies right in front of you in a little group, you can pull out the yellow cake and just pop them quick, take it out. It's also very good at getting you out of fight for your life. So if you're in fight for your life and you're struggling a little bit, pull out that yellow cake and pop off a shot or two and you'll probably be back up. For my shield, I am running Old God here. You could run the Transformer, is probably the second best thing. The only reason I'm running the Old God is it does give you a little bit of damage boost here, but it doesn't have the most reliable sustainment. So if you want more sustainment, run the Transformer. It will keep you alive better than the Old God, but the Old God, if you get the Cryo version, will give you a little bit of extra damage. Go for that Sentinel movement speed. Class mod, I'm using Seen Dead because that's just hands down the best class mod on Zane. When you're looking for a Seen Dead, go for a +2 in that blue skill right there, which is called Playing Dirty. No more, no less. Next, we are running the Fish Slap. Sadly, I still haven't gotten the anointed one that I wanted. People did tell me it did exist, so I will need to sit down and just farm it one day. But I suggest trying to find a Fish Slap that has on grenade thrown, increase your damage by 25% or whatever. But any Fish Slap will do fine, as you saw. For your relic, we're running a cut purse launch pad. If you didn't watch my video the other day, there's a nice little trick with this thing right here that's going to make it so you never run out of ammo. I suggest getting one. Obviously, you can see the one I have is absolutely terrible. Try to get one of mag size on the bottom. I was not able to get one yet, but I do have just a makeshift cut purse launch pad. Just that name right there should be good enough to run with this build. Now let's go over the skill tree. I like to take off my class mod so you can see my point distribution a little bit better. So here we are on blue tree. We're going maxed out on all of the damage skills. Only one on salvation because that's all you need. Maxed out on all of the damage skills. I do run C in red to get that starting damage right off the bat. I suggest you to as well. I know it's a controversy, but I do highly suggest it as a person who has played Zane quite a bit. Pretty simple point here. When we have 7 in Playing Dirty, which with the class mod gives us 7, we have a 100% chance to shoot 2 projectiles after we kill an enemy, and Seen Dead can proc that. So almost every single projectile we shoot on this build is ×2, which is very nice. We have that drone delivery just to drop that Fish Slap occasionally. For my passives, Bad Dose and Static Field, just because they're hands down the best passives. Next we have Orange Tree. We haven't used any Green Tree. I'll show you that in a second. But in Orange Tree, mostly damage wise, we added a little bit of borrowed time to give us that action skill duration. We put a lot into duct tape mod to give us a higher chance of throwing that fish slap out. You only need one in pocket full of nades, because this is one of those kill skills that gets ×2. You have 16% grenade regeneration a second. I mean, that's pretty awesome, and it lasts 15 seconds. I could guarantee your max grenades all the time. Pretty cool. Next, Supersonic Man just helps with some damage. Everything else just damage here. We don't run clone because it's not that viable. If you do want to run clone, it's very nice for bossing. If you run that doppelbanger to cast some action skill and anointments, which you saw me do a few times for your shield and your grenade. As you can see, like I said, we don't run anything in green tree, but we do use barrier. I am a Zane player that's extremely against green tree, so I don't suggest using it. Some people like to for survivability, just for the all-rounder. And don't get me wrong, confident competence is a nice perk, but I just find the 10 points to get down to it very wasteful, because there's nothing good right here. That'll do it for this build. Let's go over Guardian perks real quick, I suppose, and Mayhem levels. So for Guardian perks, I do always suggest newer players to get topped off as fast as you can. The rest of it, I mean, just get it as you go. Harmageddon is a really good perk, so maybe just fill all of green tree right away. Maybe go all blue and then all of orange. But I find green tree to be the best for Guardian perks. Now let's go over Mayhem modifiers. Mayhem modifiers, you can almost run anything you want. If you're using a Sandhawk, I don't suggest the one that increases your kick here, the big kick energy. That's nice if you're not using a Sandhawk, but if you're going to use one, it is extremely hard to shoot with that. For the very hard, I've learned roguelite is not the best. I used to like roguelite a lot, but you get killed by random BS a lot, so I don't very much suggest it. Chain gang is a pretty nice perk because it doesn't seem to modify them a whole lot. Mob mentality is also another pretty decent one. Try not to give them any element immunities, because that's just a pain, especially when you have an armored enemy in front of you sitting there immune to cryo, and you're Zane and you only shoot cryo. It's a pain in the butt. I don't suggest doing that. The cryo orb one is also a pain, but you guys should know about the Mayhem modifiers pretty good. That'll do it for this video. Please make sure to leave a like on this video. Please make sure to subscribe for some more content like this, and if you'd like to earn that free weapon like I showed you a little bit earlier in the video, make sure to stop by the stream and earn some points. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope this build works well for you. I'll see you in the next video. Spikes out.